Hello and welcome to another video. I'm back today with another charity shop haul, plus a couple extras. I only picked up like 3 books from charity shops today, but I got a couple rather large new books in the mail as well, so I'm going to be showing them all off in the one video. But it's all about the vintage horror today in charity shops, even though I only got 3 things. We're going to start off with actually a children's book, Ghostly Experiences, chosen by Susan Dickinson. So this is an anthology, probably more kind of like supernatural rather than full out horror, with it being a kid's book. That is what's in it. So we've got a good selection of authors there, and a rather nice cover as well. So interestingly, we've got like one story in that from H.P. Lovecraft, and today was very much a Weird Tales Boys Day. H.P. Lovecraft, Clark Ashton Smith and Robert E. Howard were kind of like known as the Weird Tales Boys. They had a lot of stories published in Weird Tales magazines back in the 30s onwards, and I picked up stuff by all of them today. So the second one, Conan the Adventurer, which is an anthology of some Conan stories by Robert E. Howard. So this is actually the first Robert E. Howard book that I have. I've never seen his books out in the wild before, and it wasn't until reading a history of the Weird Tales Boys by Stephen Jones that I started to get interested. You know, I thought maybe I'll kind of like try and track some Robert E. Howard down, and lo and behold, a couple weeks later, come across that. So again, this is an anthology which has got 4 short stories in. While looking at the length, I'd probably call them novellas or novelettes. I hate that word, novelette. But yeah, so we have 4 Conan stories there. Looking forward to getting into them. That's cool. And lastly, from the third Weird Tales boy, Clark Ashton Smith, The Abominations of Yonder, again with an excellent cover. Now I do actually have all of Clark Ashton Smith's weird fiction in 5 volumes called The Collected Fantasies of Clark Ashton Smith. Everything in this book will be in that volume, across those 5 volumes, but I pick these up whenever I see them because I really like the artwork on those. And this contains 17 stories, including all of those. So the good thing about the Collected Fantasy series is that they have the stories all in chronological order. Not so much in terms of publishing date, but in terms of the dates that they were written. So you really get to see kind of like an evolution of his writing process. It's also how I like to read Lovecraft as well. There are a couple collections with chronological orders for the stories, and it is kind of like more interesting to me if you're going to be reading an author's entire body of work to actually have it in that format, and you do get to see like their evolution as an artist. So that is interesting. These aren't in chronological order, but like I said, these are pretty much just for the shelf because I like the covers, to be honest. So that is everything that I picked up in the charity shops, but I also got 2 very large books in the mail, which I'll show you here. We have Batman by James Tynion IV Omnibus Volume 1, with art by Jorge Jimenez, Gilliam March, Tomeo Mori. This is a very thick book. Very thick. I've not even opened it yet, but my one complaint about this is that there's kind of like the first line on the back cover is a major spoiler for what came before. So I'm going to try, I won't show you the back cover, I'm going to try and cover that. Okay, so that's the back cover. Like I said, I'm covering that first line because it is a major spoiler for what happened at the end of Tom King's run. But this collects Batman from 86 to 105, plus a bunch of other miscellaneous issues. So this comes right after Tom King's run in the Rebirth era. So Rebirth Batman started from issue 1 again and went all the way up to 85 with Tom King, and then James Tynion IV took over with 86. So that is his first volume. So I'm going to put that down there. I also picked up an even bigger Batman Omnibus. This one is probably a little bit more well known. The Hush Saga, rather. Real nice cover on that. This one's massive. And there's your back. And yeah, this contains the entirety of the first Hush series from Batman 608 to 619. Collects the Heart of Hush story from Detective Comics. Basically contains pretty much everything that the villain Hush was in. Currently in Batman Comics there is a Hush 2 ongoing story going on at the minute. Apparently it's not very good, but this book came out like long before that, so that's not included in there, but everything else featuring Hush is. I've been picking up like quite a lot of Batman Omnibus collections recently. Just trying to pick up stuff that I've missed and try and get like as complete a collection as possible. And this was like a major gap in that collection. So I do have Hush in like a couple different formats, but having it like in this oversized omnibus format with like Jim Lee's fantastic art, you know, that is really nice way to collect it. It's going to be a pain in the arse to read in this big ass book, but like I said, I do have a couple of the smaller editions, but that will go nicely on my shelf. So I'm going to put that down because it's really fucking heavy. So yeah, that is everything for this video. Like I said, not much in charity shops. That's why I included those other two books. But you know, I'm happy with everything I got, and hopefully next week we will find a bit more stuff. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.